Hello, everybody. Welcome back to an episode of the Gamers Podcast. Now, I was contemplating on whether making this a my thoughts or a podcast, but it kind of has something to do with games. It inadvertently has something to do with PlayStation. Now, I cannot confirm this by any stretch of the imagination. You'll end up seeing. So, pretty much, I decided to make it into a podcast because, like I said, it is game related, and I figured it's kind of a crazy situation. And I've never really done a specific podcast on like a big news story like this, like outside of talking about games and stuff. Um, so I'm pretty much going to be talking about this crazy. It's been going on all this week. It's about the Sony hack. So somebody has claimed to have hacked Sony's files. The people that make PlayStation, if you guys don't know, but not just PlayStation files, but they've claimed to have hacked like Sony's data. So like, if you have any Sony, well, allegedly, none of this has been confirmed, surprisingly, by Sony. I'm kind of all over the place here, but just to stick to the topic, so all of Sony's, well, a hacking group just came out and said all of Sony, they've hacked all of Sony's files, like not just like PlayStation files, like account files, like all that kind of stuff, and it's just a pretty crazy situation. And the only credible source I can find, the most credible source I could find off the internet is IGN, and we're going to be reading an article from them, which even that and here's the thing, we're going to get into that a little bit later, but no like credible source has really reported on this, so we're going to be getting into that. So hackers claim they've breached all systems. A relatively new hacking group claims they've breached all of Sony's systems and is selling the data to move reminiscent of the 2011 Sony hack that compromised millions of users of data. And there was also a 2014 hack of Sony Pictures with leaks that made North Korea mad. Sorry, can't catch a break. Whatever. That was pretty much the end of IGN's article. It looked like a little bit of a longer article, but it just kind of went into more more just PlayStation news, kind of like off balances. But the PlayStation marker, this is off of another website. It's called koatuku.com. I'm not sure how credible this is. No offense to those guys. I haven't really gotten off of this, but like I said, I haven't really found any big news companies that I usually read off of reporting on this. So, the PlayStation Maker was cracked open by Ransomware VC, a new outfit of hackers that has only been operating since this September. Through the publication suggests that the gang has connections to previous dark web forums, and the group Cybersecurity Connect reports that the hack allegedly unearthed screenshots of Sony's internal login page, an internal PowerPoint presentation outlining the test bench details, several Java files, and a documentary of the entire leak housing 6,000 files, which successfully and this is the hacking group quote themselves, which successfully compromised all of Sony's systems. Ransom.vc proclaimed, "We won't ransom them. We will sell the data. Due to Sony not wanting to pay, data is for sale. We're selling it." Within those 6,000 files are supposedly a bevy of documentation, including unknown build log files, a swath of Java resources, HTML data. Many of the files are reportedly in Japanese. While Ransom VC hasn't listed a price for the data, the group left contact details for Sony to get in touch and listed a post date of September 28th, which might not be when Ransom VC will just post it all, or which might be when they just post it all. Interestingly, Ransom VC seems to be a ransomware operator and a ransomware as a service organization. That means that alongside with these large-scale hacks of major corporations, Ransom VC, which VGC claims operates out of Russia and Ukraine, also reportedly works with the EU's General Data Protection and Regulation and other data privacy laws to report vulnerabilities in company systems and violations in the laws. According to Cybersecurity Connect, the group is leveraging laws to reportedly bully victims into submission. Sony told IGN on September 26th that it was looking into the claims. Quote, "Sony, we're currently investigating the situation and we have no further comment at this time," a statement issued to the publication read. This isn't the first time Sony's been hacked. Back in 2011, the company's PlayStation network suffered a massive breach that saw some 77 million registered accounts compromised and online features totally inoperable. It was so bad that Sony not only had to explain to Congress what happened, but began giving away games and money a few years later as compensation. Less than 6,000 files may not seem as egregious as that PSN hack, but a hack is hack all the same. But here's hoping Sony can batten down the hatches ASAP. So, it's been all over TikTok and all over the news. But my biggest, now this is just, the rest of this video is pretty much just going to be me talking about it, like my personal thoughts of it. So, the whole thing is just all over the place. Like, it's been all over TikTok, and this is what I was going to get into. No legitimate, besides IGN, but other than that, no legitimate, like, like no credible gaming source has picked this up. Like IGN has, but like no other, like nobody on Twitter, and even Sony themselves has barely even talked about it. Like they're posting all on all their socials, like nothing really is going on. I guess the only thing that they reported to IGN is that they're looking into it. But I think if there's something like really big going on, like really massive, that really um, threatened everybody's accounts, they would email everybody or like they would let everybody know via their social media. And I haven't seen anything as of yet, and everything seems fine. Like now they're saying, like I've seen people say like they're going to, like, if you have a credit card linked to your, or debit card or whatever linked to your PlayStation account, they could get that and like hack into your bank account or whatever. And this is more or less for PlayStation specifically. I'm not sure about any of the other Sony products, but like just for PlayStation specifically, they're saying remove all your stuff. Like they could get all that, and I suppose they could if they actually did hack it. Now they didn't necessarily show too much hard evidence. Now they did show some of those files, but they didn't necessarily show too much hard evidence of, actually hacking it. This thing, it seems like a little bit of a hoax. Now call me a conspiracy theorist or whatever, but it just seems like not too credible. And they might have actually done it. Like, it's kind of up in the air, but this whole thing just seems like a little bit of a hoax. Like it seems like this random hacking group that has apparently only been in operation since this September, so it's not even a full month yet that they've been in operation. Um, Randomly just came out of nowhere. I think and hacked PlayStation. I think it's all a publicity stunt. Like I think there's just some random group of people trying to get some attention. And maybe they are legitimate hackers and they got like a slice of Sony's thing, files, but I don't think it's anything too serious. Like I would trust that Sony can batten down the hatches, like it said, and secure their files. But I think if it was anything very serious, I think Sony would absolutely like tell everybody. And then they still might. I mean, I guess they're investigating it, but I mean, they still might. Like you never know. But as of now, it's been like a few days, and September 28th is tomorrow. So I suppose, actually, it's today. The day you guys are seeing this video, it's today. I'm making this video on September 27th, but the day you guys are seeing this video, it's supposed to be today. So I guess we're gonna end up seeing. I don't know. I don't think anything's gonna happen. I guess we'll find out, but I don't think any of this is too serious. So like, if you guys have PlayStation's account or a PlayStation account, I would not recommend freaking out or worrying. I mean, even if they do, like, whatever, they already, even if any of this is legitimate, they probably already have your account. Like, if it's one of the 6,000, if you're one of the 6,000 accounts they hacked, or breached, they probably already have your account, if it's even real. I don't know if it's going to be real. It might not be real. I don't know. People nowadays, like the past day or so, some people are saying like it might not be as bad, or it might not even have happened at all. But the news is like pretty much all over the place from a bunch of different people. I can't, there's no like hard evidence that any of this is true or it's as bad. Like there's no hard 100% evidence that this is a thing and this is what's happening. So I'm pretty much taking everything for a grain of salt until I hear from like a very reliable source. Like I can't even 100% guarantee that everything I've read to you guys is 100% accurate. I just try to go based off of what the most credible source was, which was IGN at the time. So I just figured it's a little bit of a crazy situation. So I figured I'd come on here and make a podcast about it. And if anything crazier happens, I will make a follow-up podcast on this if anything too major crazy happens. But other than that, I don't think anything's going to happen, but I suppose we'll find out. So comment down below. What do you guys think of this? Do you think it's like an actually thing, or do you think it's kind of a little bit of a publicity stunt or a hoax like me? Like, what do you guys think? Comment down below. Let's discuss. Well, that's just I'm just thinking about it like, I don't know. I mean, anybody can make up anything nowadays, right? And anybody can do anything nowadays, so I don't know. Anyways, but that's pretty much it. It wasn't one of the shorter podcasts, but it was more of another rambling video of me just rambling on about topics and stuff. So it wasn't necessarily a scripted video, but yeah, that's pretty much it. Make sure to subscribe for more content, like your video, all good stuff. Discord, Twitch, Instagram, links in the description. and I'll see you guys in the next video.